Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are looking at our 32nd episode of our Anno 1800 series. This is an episode where I am trying to reach 1 million population basically, or even beyond that. But we're looking at our island of Skean, where we had our research guys, our scholars. So we're looking at the center of the island where we had our museum, which provides additional bonuses to the houses. And I would like to turn that into, or add, I should say, a zoo. So it'll be a joint situation of zoo and a museum, because there's a bonus that the zoo provides to the scholars. So I think what I want to do is to just literally start the playthrough with that. Obviously, after dismissing the expedition, Captain Hook is impatient.
Draw your pistols.
I really cannot remember for the life of me what bonus it provides, but we're gonna find out. I remember vividly that the zoo is definitely what we need, so that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, let me just design it very quickly and we'll be right back. Okay guys, welcome to the first time lapse of this episode. You are looking at me kind of designing the zoo. To be quite honest, I already have figured out what exhibits I want to put into the zoo, but to be quite honest, I didn't check how many actual exhibits we'll need. So you'll see me kind of fiddling around and changing things as I go along, but that's okay. I mean, that's the process of Anno. Anyhow, so I'm adding everything as we go. As you can see, I've added the concert arena, whatever that's called. Then I'll be looking for the items as I go along. Now, over here, because I really don't know how many modules I'll need, I just figured that I put in as many really as I can, if that makes sense, so it doesn't look cramped. And then the space that we have on the right, it's something that we can always fill should we need it. So that was quite okay. So I'm fiddling away. As you can see, I'm kind of doing different things. What I don't like about this concert place is that it kind of doesn't match the entrance, so it's kind of off all the time. But that's okay. I'm checking here what we'll need again in Crown Falls. Yeah, I figured we'll get as many as we can, obviously, so the scholars and the entire island would be affected. So I think in the end, I've done an okay job with the zoo, but I would love to fit all of them if we could, but obviously that's not possible for the size of the space that we have. Anyway, once I figured out what we put there, I'll just go back and I'll start adding all the items and start developing it, start buying them, etc. So there's a lot of content that I actually had cut out because of the fact that I was writing things down, what's needed, etc. You can see me again checking the Botanical Garden to make sure we are not missing something out, because I was thinking to put the Botanical Garden here. Yes, so now you see me doing this, and then in the end, I thought we'd be able to enter at least one or two. and I wanted the Sargasso Sea for sure, and then I was thinking either marshland or medicinal. So that in itself needed 12 modules. That's quite a lot. And obviously with everything, there's just not a hope to fit that, especially if I was going to put this as well. Yeah, so even stacking them one by one, which will look horrible, I guess it's just not going to work. But anyhow, I wanted to see how I even like it with one, and I didn't. So then in the end, I was considering fiddling, considering different options perhaps, and I thought to myself, well, what if the zoo needed to be bigger? And then I was looking at the different items, and then for the actual the concert hall, whatever that's called, I always forget the name of it. Is it amphitheater perhaps? Yeah, maybe that. Anyway, but you know, guys, what I'm talking about is it's where they play the music and you can put the different sheets into it. So I'm looking at all those items that we have available to be placed for it, and I'm trying to figure out the best way. And obviously I'm adding all of the guys or the animals that we need and what we need it for. So I decided to go with snowflakes. I decided to go with N-Base and Highlands, obviously, because they provide additional reduction of some needs. And then I think it's the extinct, and another one would be, oh, I've had written it down: taiga forest, rainforest, and the eastern jungle as well. Yeah, so all 7 of them actually. So that's quite a lot, I thought, for that little space. So anyway, I said to myself, let's just add all the items. In the meantime, we just got another achievement. I didn't realize that we did actually when I was playing it, but yeah, so we got that. And then I looked at the chart again, and then I figured that we need so many more, so this had to go. And then I put that in. You can see me adding a bit more. And then I thought to myself, this should be sufficient. But you'll see in just a moment, I couldn't have been more wrong. But anyhow, so I'm working away, and I said, kind of here where this little kind of a T-shape grass is, I wanted to add some kind of ornaments, maybe some of the recent pack of the dragon pack. So yeah, I'm placing the dragon, I'm kind of doing different things and adding different ornaments just so it looks a bit livelier, I guess is the way to put it. Somehow I find the zoos, well, this particular one anyhow, very quiet. So I don't know if this was kind of reworked or what it is, or I always thought they were much busier. But anyway, this is what it is. So we've added some items. It's not the best looking, but it'll do. It doesn't have to be too crazy. So I'm looking at all the items needed, and then I will start developing them, and I'll start looking at where we can buy them, because some items can be actually purchased from, obviously, like Madame Kahina or Isabel, or from Katima. So what's happened is that I'm very unfamiliar with a lot of those items, and let's say Katima's shop I wouldn't be too bad with, but let's say Madame Kahina, I hardly ever use it. I only use it when it comes to the zoos, but never really when it comes to anything else, to be honest. I never purchased, let's say, coffee from her or anything like that. So that's that. Anyway, so I'm looking for all those items here. at Katima, it takes me quite a bit. And I think we need only 3 items to complete the Amazon Highlands. And that is some fox or something, some chameleon, and some ape. Anyway, and then there were some items that we needed to buy from Kahina, but unfortunately the rest of it had to be developed. Especially the legendary items, so that was it. Anyway, so I'm adding a bit of fence, and then I said here for the zoo and the general kind of feel of the area of a park, I guess, would be good to put the, is it the festive or whatever they're called, the kind of garden items, you know, guys, what I mean, all those basically. So I'm kind of placing them without really putting too much thought into it, to be quite honest. I just knew that they will look okay regardless, and they will add a bit of feel of a city to the zoo being quiet, and that's really what I was going for. So I was kind of trying to fit as many as possible because those are kind of made to be lively. So I'm adding all those items. And then I have an issue placing the footpaths, or those white squares basically. It's a bit strange the way it's done. So if you copy the part that's belongs to the zoo, you cannot place it there because it's not adjacent to those tiles that belong to the zoo, although they're exactly the same. But anyhow, the way it is, so that's fine. In the meantime, we'll keep going with expeditions, so that's not too much of a problem. You see me filling those items and looking for them, etc. So now we're going to Kahina and we'll be looking for those. Now, I didn't really like what I did here because of, I don't know, it kind of felt like it's a bit of a wasted space. So I just redesigned it like this, and I wanted to fit like a bit of a park or something. So that's what you see me doing here. Now we're not finished with fiddling around. You will see me now removing these parts because it turns out that we need additionally, I think 6 or 9 or something like that of the zoo modules basically. Anyhow, so here we are. We are utilizing the space, I should say, to actually build our botanical garden. Again, this is just in front of the busy space or the busy place of the iron tower. So I just thought to myself, well, we have to have something in this space, so we might just as well. So I've deleted the town hall that was here, which was only covering like a couple of houses and things like that, and that was it. And then I decided, there is a bit of space here, and let's just put it here. So I'm just gonna move the fire brigade because it's kind of in the way here. I'm just checking its range. Yeah, it's fine. It didn't go too far, so it'll do here. And then I'm just doing the usual and placing a couple of those items. So we weren't able to fit too many of them. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we were able to fit 2 and 1/3 of what I wanted. What would have been covering the Scholar Island, basically. So it's the Sargasso Sea. There's something else I forgot completely. Yes, marshlands and medicinal. So the medicinal, I was only able to put 1 item into it. So then in the end, I said, what's the point? Let's just have additional one of the items that are basically legendary, but they're not part of any set. So that's that, and you'll see me then adding additional different exhibits, and also some fillers, gap fillers basically. And then in the end I thought to myself, well, we have this kind of green space all around the river, so you'll see me that turning into a plaza here. Now, doesn't look too good on the riverside because it's kind of cut and because of everything is being squarish, but at the same time I really don't mind, to be very honest. I really don't. Now when I think of it, I should probably put some sort of like food carts and things like that, but that's okay. It's fine the way it is. So I was actually looking for this big fountain here, but I couldn't find it. It actually took me such a long time to put it, or to find it and place it there. And in the end, I was like, do you know what? Let's just leave it. Let's just have that there. So in all those areas, I'm filling them with just a side work or whatever you want to call it. And here you have me trying to again find the fountain, but I found the Ferris wheel. So I'm just placing the Ferris wheel here, and then because it's just around the kind of tourist area, makes it just kind of sense to have like tables and different things and food carts and whatnot. So that's what you'll see me there. In the end, I did manage to find that big fountain. I think it's like 9 by 9 or something, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you'll see me placing that off camera at some point in between the cuts, because yeah, I wasn't able to really find it here. So yeah, just adding additional items here and there, nothing too major. I think in general the area looks okay. I think if I had a bit more time, I would have done it slightly differently, but for this area it's fine. Okay guys, and we're back to our Skean island. As you can see, I have developed an additional bit of scholars. This is actually as much as we can go for the moment, because we don't have the upgrades anymore. So we need to develop those. For the moment we're just developing these guys, and what we'll do is that we'll keep adding the actual additional modules, so we'll be able to actually have more scholars at that point. Let's just dismiss those guys. Okay, so that's really that. But yeah, here you have this. So basically I was able to fit a little garden here. I guess I didn't really have an idea what else to do this, what else to do here. But I think it works. Actually, this is the only island that has all three. I wish I could fit more, but you can see, I mean, this is only fraction of what the actual zoo, let's say, takes. You can see there's so many missing. So definitely we could keep going, but at the same time, you know, we literally would take the entire island. So I guess Crown Falls is the island to do it on. You can have all of them on one. But to be honest, I didn't really want to do that. But yeah, so this is the only island. I think it kind of works. It's okay. It's not the best, but yeah, I think it works. Very much so. So yeah, the what you call it? Tourists, they have coverage for... Now, what I don't understand is this. So, I mean, how can I improve this, and this is happening on every island. I really don't understand this very much, honestly. I mean, what can I do better for this to be 100%? So this is something that I completely don't understand. I mean, they're literally next to the Botanical Garden. All of this is covered, so yeah, it's kind of unknown. And then you can see here, so apart from zoo, which is very strange, yeah. I mean, you couldn't, yeah, I just don't get it. I really don't understand this whatsoever. And this covers the zoo. Yeah. Okay, as I understand this, because this is obviously very far away, is it like... But no, everything is completely green. I mean, there is not a smudge of this not being green. Yeah. Okay, I want to try it just in case. Let's leave... Yeah, let's put one there. And how about now?
Never thought taking the omnibus might be such a joy.
Yeah, no, it's not that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's leave it here. The coverage is definitely there. I really don't understand the connection. I never did, to be honest. Yeah, that kind of confuses me, but that's okay. Yeah, so that's really it for this island. We will keep going. I'm kind of interested to see, once we have everything developed, how many we'll actually need. In terms of the actual different items, etc. And you can see that what's so interesting is that the balance isn't going down. I mean, the scholars are not providing us with any income whatsoever, so it's just interesting to see that, very honestly. But yeah, what I really like about this is that the population is going up, obviously. You can see this island alone has 120. Although, yeah, we have balance out of... Oh yeah, we've balanced because of them, guys. That's the reason. Okay. So that's good.
At home.
That's actually quite good. But I'm really interested in this. I mean, how far can this go? Will it reach 2 million once they're all developed? I'll be very interested in that, very honestly. So that'll be cool to see. Yeah, and there's a lot of here and there kind of houses that are that haven't been upgraded yet. But no, I'm really happy with the progress, very much so. It's something that was kind of long coming. I really wanted just an island for scholars. If I could, I wouldn't have tourists here, but this is too good to be missed out on. As you can see, the reduced consumption, I mean, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. In addition, we have a lot of different things, happiness, etc. So you can see, I mean, the happiness is through the roof. So that's fantastic for this particular island. The tourists will still grow. They are missing their souvenirs, but I checked. It's on its way, so that's fine. Yeah, everything else is good as well.
Nothing quite as lovely as a peaceful city.
This could go even higher, but we can't go higher, obviously. But yeah, it's working out very well. I'm very happy with it, very much, honestly. Let me know what you guys think. It'll be interesting to see your thoughts about this island. I know I'm probably not the best beauty builder, because I always focus on different things, like I guess the what you call it, efficiency rather than beauty building. But yeah, okay, so I wanted these items from the World Fair. Okay, let's see if that's that. Be interesting to know. Yes. Okay, so we can I go channel fountain? So I guess we need another one. another one, it seems. And it was this one. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. Now, again, this island, I have not moved this actually. Huh. Oh, yes. Okay. Now we've absolutely no room for this. Yes, that's not gonna happen. I guess, which is fine. This could potentially stay there. It's kind of silly, perhaps, but that's okay. I mean, no big deal. The scholars... Yeah, there's no scholars here whatsoever, is there? Yeah, there isn't. And they're still working away, so I mean... Yeah, I guess this could be anywhere. And this island needs attractiveness, so we might as well leave it. Again, it goes with the theme, so yeah, we might as well leave it. Let's just pretend that they're commuting. Yeah, okay. I actually did not think of it whatsoever. I probably did, but then I forgot about it and I put this in here. It probably would look weird anyway, so yeah, that's working out with everything else. And it kind of looks very... Yeah, I think it looks very cool with all the buildings, kind of, what you call it? Government buildings, let's call them that way. Yeah, and this works with the theme here because it's obviously... and I like when the exhibition, whatever you want to call it, here is finished, whatever's happening over there, people come out and they're just flood the garden, and I think it looks very, very cool. Yeah, very much. Yeah, you can see here, I mean, there's and it actually blends in so well with all the other buildings. And as I don't like these buildings here, the botanical kind of buildings, I think they work so well here. Very much. Let's just put our logo on this. I forgot about it. Yeah, looks cool. I'm really enjoying this. I think this is my favorite island, very honestly. This kind of looks cramped, but that's fine. They have to be. Where is this guy? Let's just put him on. I think this is the last town hall that would really need it. I think.
We careen into the unknown.
Yeah, it's kind of slowly creeping up. And I don't believe we'll be able to reach this any further. I think we've arrived, if that makes sense. So, I think that's it. This particular area.
The people celebrate your leadership.
So let's just quickly check if we go to administration, town halls. There's only one town hall. Actually, why this lady is there? Ah, that's the hotel. Okay. 2. Okay, so we need 2 more.
Lands exist after all.
This one and another one.
Are we masters of our craft?
Okay, and what we're gonna do here is that we'll have a little play around with... I think as far as these go, there's no more that can fit. Yeah. So again, we're good with these, maybe apart from this area. I'm not very sure if I want to come all the way here. Maybe. There will be a couple of blind spots, I should say. That way. Okay, so this is just in case we wanted to go there. Which I guess we might at some point. The electricity reaches. We probably need another one there that we deleted the previous episode, but yeah, that's okay. We definitely need to redesign the way the entire street looks like, because the streets are for, so you can see we're losing space if we were to do this. Yeah, I think we might as well. We'll just need... But was I saying that we should move and do, let's say, just one for investors, for instance, and one for engineers? So let's say if we did investors here only, and engineering island here, that would actually be not a bad idea. Yeah. Because of the commuter piers, I mean, it's all fluid anyway, so it makes no difference. I forgot to run another.
You call it the new world, but it's only new.
We definitely want to make sure that's happening. One thing I have not checked is the production of fans. Yeah, we're good. We're good. They're just very slow to be delivered. And then, what's that called? Motor. Yeah, motors are just about. Although it tells us it's -6, I don't understand. Is it that they are? The cables are full.
We need raw materials.
Have no steel. Okay. Could be causing bottleneck for sure. It's just too slow. What we're gonna do is to get one of the big ones developed, and that'll be for steel. And I think it'll be coming from Cape Trelawney to do this. Because as you can remember, I have removed a lot of the production out of here. I've added couple, or like few, as far as I remember. Yeah, it's kind of up there, but yeah, I might as well just do it from Cape Trelawney, because over there I think they're like 40 of them, or maybe something like that anyhow. Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do are these. Okay, steam carriages are quite low. We are exporting a lot of them, so that's the problem. Now the problem with steam carriages, yeah, I have a lot of them. I really have a lot of them, haven't I? Okay. I mean, we could put them here instead of these guys. And we have an area here as well. So why won't we do that?
The world's oyster opens.
So this is our second time lapse of this playthrough. I actually wanted to ask you guys, did anyone sign up for the beta testing that they've had between the 16th and the 19th? I know that they had people sign NDAs, so I don't know if, because even on Reddit people were kind of not very keen to talk about it, so I don't know if that even includes. Now I can talk about it because I haven't signed up. I actually missed it just by a day, I think, so it's a bit late to the party, but that's okay. I mean, it's just testing. I'm kind of busy with things as it is anyhow, so I don't mind it. Once it comes out, the feedback can be provided anyway, so it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, it was just quite interesting that no one kind of seemed to be talking about it, and I think people were just afraid in general. Anyway, so I am just doing up all the Steam carriages, adding them in, and I've noticed that we have very little windows. Together with windows, obviously we are missing chassis. So chassis is something that we'll address at some point later on, but the windows are a bit of a bottleneck right now because of the fact that, yeah, I don't know where they're going. I mean, I actually added, I think, maybe 2 or 3 additional window makers, but yeah, they're just keep disappearing. So I know that we have a lot of different things being delivered, so I don't know if it's to the new world or where it is, but it just seems to be missing all the time. So we're just waiting for the windows, and we actually finished this little corner. Okay, so we are underproducing almost by 40, so literally 37. Okay, we definitely do not have any more room. We have the best items for all of this. So we'll need another island for this. Because we're fine with Steam Motors. Let's just take a look at Steam Motors. So fine.
If ever a crowd was ready, this one is.
Got 150 as always.
The people
Perfect.
celebrate your
I just wanted to say we've reached over 4,000, so 4,200 from this. So I guess it's infinite, so you can just keep playing the games and things, so it's fine. 1.2 million. What I want to do is to go here and do the deliveries. Okay, so the queue is now reached. Think like, so this gives us 1530. Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly move those. I don't like the fact that it adds to the end and you have to drag them manually without clearing the queue. It's kind of silly. I wish there was a way you could just do it. Okay, so our auto production island is this. We have very little room on this island though. Very little. And I think we'll need quite a lot of room. So I'm just quite unsure which island should we use. This island is taken by vineyards. We've a little island like this, but that's no good. There is a bit of room here, but I fear we may need more of it for like
No
wood
space left
and
here.
things. What else is going on? And all we came for was just a big Martha for steel. Speaking of wood. Yeah, this guy. Okay. I think we might have this guy come here as well. So how many times if we'll have him come here? This island takes 4,100, I believe. $3,000, 4,300. He can take 800.
What'll it be?
200. 400. $4,300 divided by 400. 1075. So if we say 11, right? So if you come 11 times, so this is 1. Okay, and then he'll come down here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just go for 3. Should be fine. So that's 29 rotations if I was to believe numbers there.
Ready to fly.
It'll do him fine. Just kind of worried, yeah. It's such a pity that we can't get those items. I wish we could. But okay, I mean, there is a bit of room here. We could fit 2 productions perhaps if we're lucky. We probably don't need any hops. As I said before, I'm just keeping it for the sake of it. Kind of from historical perspective, I guess the way to put it.
Admiral! Admiral! There be monsters abroad.
Stand to attention for the boss.
Yeah, I might as well. This island isn't too bad for this. So let's just quickly do that. But in terms of hops, let's just see. I think I'm just getting deliveries, honestly. If not here, we're getting them here. So we're getting them here. Think we might just get rid of them. Yeah, because I have a fuel oil station and it's not really needed and things, so...
This city is a magnet for genius.
I was trying to figure out whether I want to keep them or not. So you can see me now testing the waters and kind of looking at how it will look and whether it will fit if I was to leave them or not. But in the end I decided just to get rid of them. I mean, we're getting them from the Docklands anyway, so what's the point? So this is now my third time going over. Yeah, and then finally I got it in the end. And then I'm just kind of trying to fit of as many of them as possible. Obviously removing the unnecessary buildings, moving the ones that we need. The reason for it is that this is not going to be enough. Even with the items, I kind of do not want to be in a situation whereby we'll have to revisit this again. So I just kind of wanted to do much more, or many more buildings basically that we need, because just might as well. What's the point? Just keep building and building and building. This is not a new game. This is something that I've been playing for a very long time. So anyway, so I just figured that the best thing to do, and I do not have this here, and also to make use of because this island is kind of production island, because we have the fur, the coal and different things here, so might as well just make a use of the administration building. So I'm trying to find the best spot that will cover the entire island if possible, but obviously the most important part would be for the chassis. So I'm not really overly concerned about the other side, which has, I think it's saltpeter, but I would love for everything to be covered. Anyway, it's not saltpeter, it's the sand, the quartz. So I also was looking at the best items, and I found that there is another item that can be added, and therefore I went for this policy or whatever within the palace or within the administration building that allows for fourth item to be added into the trade union. So that's what I'm doing. I was actually very happy with the way I was able to lay this out right now. So you can see me kind of placing roads, placing everything. I'm also checking the docklands to make sure that we have, because this island now will need the caoutchouc and the wood, and we're getting them here. We just need to make sure that they are being blocked. Anyway, I'm placing them away, making sure that everything is connected. Warehouses can actually go into those little crevices, so that's actually very, very nice, and it's working quite well. And then I thought to myself, well, let's count them and see how many we have. And we were able to fit 14 and then 11 on the right side. Anyhow, guys, I am just creating the route for the steel as we said we will. But at this point, I think it's the best time to just say goodbye. And I think this was a very, very busy episode for myself. The 50 minutes that I was able to squeeze in here, I actually played for over 3.5 hours. Well over that. It took me forever to develop the items, find the items, etc. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, take care of yourselves and stay hooked.